It's time once again for That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ, where business becomes show business. Jamie is a leading Tampa Bay real estate agent and featured on the Wall Street Journal's list of top 100 real estate agents in the nation. Jamie invites you to list your home with him today and learn more at tampabayradio.com. Now, live in studio and promoting the entrepreneurial spirit that drives the American economy, your host, Jamie Maloney.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Working Woman Wednesdays feature of That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business. This is where we highlight several of the members from the Working Women of Tampa Bay networking group. Learn more about them at workingwomenoftampabay.com, and a lot of great events going on across the Tampa Bay community each and every week. A lot of different coffee connections and smaller events to larger events, and so a lot of different places and venues and times to fit your schedule. So again, workingwomenoftampabay.com, and you can head over to the events calendar and see what's coming up in the area. On the phone line, Jess Corvelli, CEO and founder of the organization, coming off a very successful Working Women State Conference and also returning from vacation, rejoining the program after a couple-week hiatus. So Jessica, welcome back to the program.
Hey, good morning, Jamie. How are you?
I am doing great. So what is the assessment of the Working Women State Conference? Tell me a little bit about it after the fact.
Oh, yeah, we had a great time. We had about 300 women, so we sold out. The speakers were amazing. I really feel like everybody walked away with some great nuggets that kind of helped them both personally and professionally. So, yeah, we thought it was a success. The Straz Center for the Performing Arts is such a beautiful venue to host an event, and they were so great to us. So we'll definitely be back there next year. And I think the highlight of it was the fact that the speakers, especially the speakers in the morning, were just so candid about their own personal stories. I mean, there was a lot of stories of tragedy and loss, and about how these women kind of bounced back from that, and so it was an emotional day. There was a lot of tears shed, but a lot of laughter too, and I think everybody walked away just feeling a little bit recharged and re-energized to especially for fall, as we kick off fall and get ready for even a new year in a couple of months. I think these women were definitely rejuvenated from hearing the stories of these amazing women.
Were there gifts under the seats? Sounds like Oprah.
Was there gifts?
Yeah, my mic cut off. I said, was there a bunch of gifts under the seats? Sounds like something Oprah would put on.
Yeah, it was a little bit of Oprah-esque moments for sure. Yeah, but I think that's what makes what we do special, is that it's a little bit more personal, and I think the women, it's hard in those kind of events for women to kind of be honest and open and vulnerable, and so I think it's the fact that those speakers were able to kind of I use the term bare their soul while they were on stage. I mean, that has a lasting impact, and yes, it is a little bit of Oprah, but I think sometimes that's what women need. I think that's what we all need,
Yeah, I was just about to say, I hear about these events all the time, and I never make any of the events that the show's involved with, and I think the Working Women's probably going to be the first one I show up to. I want to show up and see what it's about, man.
Next year you should definitely come, Josh. I think you'd actually really enjoy it.
Now, Jessica, one of the highlights of the event was giving away some seed money to a startup business, and she's in studio with us today. But let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we actually gave $2,000 away. So we actually had 3 seed money award winners. And you have Serena Correa, who's with Pixie Dust Painting Company, in studio today. And what we did was we fundraised over the last couple months with our foundation, which is only about 9 months old. And we got, we raised about $5,000 this year. So we gave $2,000 away in September, and we're going to give away some more money in November. But we loved Serena's story, the fact that she's doing this, and I don't want to completely spoil the surprise because I want her to share her story. But we were really we loved her story of the fact that she started this on the side, and that she her mom's involved, and so the idea behind the seed money is to give women in our community just a little bit of money that will help them kind of get over, maybe a challenge in their business or help them with startup costs. And so Serena was, just awesome. So we're so glad to be able to help her. And then we also gave money to Sapna Shah with We Go Kids, who I actually think we've had on the show before.
Yep, talked with her before.
And then, and then the other money went to a gal named Genevieve that runs Petals and Promises, which is a wedding.
Oh, yes, I know Genevieve. Yes. I've been talking with her about her business. She's been coming to some of the TBBO events and stuff, and just kind of just absorbing as much business information as she can get. So that's good that she got the got one of the awards.
Definitely a learner. Yeah, she's kind of choosing to absorb everything in the Tampa Bay area, which is awesome. But so she got $1,000. And Sapna got $500, and Serena got $500. So so I'm really excited to have Serena share her story with you about why she became an entrepreneur, and of course, a little bit of money helps, but Jamie, that it's all about resources, and that's what groups like Working Women, groups like TBBO, 1 Million Cups, that's what they do for women like Serena in Tampa Bay. So we need to not just give her money, but give her resources. So maybe that's something that can happen today on the show.
All right, sounds good. So Jessica, thank you so much for the support, and we'll check back in with you next Working Woman Wednesdays.
All right. Thanks, Jamie. Have a great show.
All right. Let's go and bring on our guests for the remainder of this half of the program. We'll be hearing from Serena on the second half of today's show. But up first, I have Jen Howe and Cindy Chrissy with the American Cancer Society ahead of the American Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is occurring just in a few days in October. So, Cindy and Jen, welcome to the program today.
Thank you. Thanks, Jamie.
So, Cindy, I will start with you. You're the community manager, special events, October, a big month for the American Cancer Society. Obviously, what are some of the things that are on the horizon?
Yes, we have our signature event coming up in several counties, actually the whole state of Florida and nationwide. Making Strides Against Breast Cancer will be actually be held in Pinellas County in Vinoy Park on October 15th. And we have the event in Pasco and Hillsborough County on October 22nd.
And then they also have one in Pasco on the same date, I think, on October 22nd as well.
That is, yes.
Yeah, so they're all across. I mean, this is a national, association, obviously. So this stuff goes on across the country. You're in charge here in the Tampa Bay region. So let's go back to the Pinellas County one, which is the first one coming up on October 15th. This is going on at Vinoy Park and starting at 9 a.m. First off, how do people get involved with the American Cancer Society?
Well, of course, we know so many people have been touched by breast cancer. And we are working with our hospital partners, word of mouth. People who have been touched look for events to participate in, to be able to give back. And I myself, I was diagnosed in 1999, and I became familiar with the American Cancer Society and the events that the organization holds and helps patients. So I was able to be helped by the organization. I wanted to be involved. I wanted to give back, and this is one way that we can do that. And we want to reach out to our survivor sisters. We want to reach out to those who are newly diagnosed so we can help them. We have so many great programs and services that this event raises money for that we want to make sure that we're helping our breast cancer survivors, helping their families, just helping them to lessen that burden of hearing those words of having cancer, and then to know that they are supported. And I can tell you that my very first event was 2 days after my first chemotherapy treatment, and just to be in that park to see, and I didn't know what to expect when I got there, but to be there, to see all of those supporters, I felt like they were all there for me, but I know that they were there for their loved ones and many others. So it was just nice to know that I was not alone. And that's our theme this year, walk together so no one has to walk alone. Give hope so no one has to walk alone. Share your passion so no one has to walk alone. So we're doing some wonderful things to support our breast cancer survivors. We honor them the day of the event, and we've got a lot of people that come down there and want to show support and raise money so we can, just lessen that burden.
That's admirable. I mean, if I were affected by something like as serious as breast cancer, I would want someone to reach out to me. Is that what you do to, I guess you can call them newcomers? Is it you gravitate towards them and pull them in and get them involved? And is that how you got involved?
That's exactly how I got involved. In fact, Josh, we've got a program called Reach to Recovery. So when we do have the opportunity to meet and we reach out to newly diagnosed breast cancer patients, we are able to just share. We actually match them with a breast cancer survivor who's been there. We match to age, we match to diagnosis, we match to treatment. We really try hard to do that so that person can relate. And I can tell you that I was a recipient of that program, and I was able to meet somebody who was 5 years out, which was totally awesome to know that she was looking good and feeling good 5 years out. And just recently, I've met 50-year breast cancer survivor. So I'm 17 years this year. So to meet somebody who is a 50-year breast cancer survivor, knowing that we didn't have the treatments that we do now, and we're getting better as far as the money that were raised for the research. We know that treatments are better, quality of life is better. It was just so heartwarming and inspiring to meet a 50-year breast cancer survivor, and I can't wait to tell somebody when I'm a 50-year breast cancer survivor.
Sounds like a lot like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, to be honest. I only said that because Rick needed pictures, so don't hate me, don't judge. You know, he just wanted you guys to smile, and I didn't have a joke on it. So.
Jen, your role with the organization.
I handle our communications. I'm the communications manager for the American Cancer Society, really from southern Sarasota County through the Panhandle, so including Tampa Bay.
All right. And so, Cindy, the walk focuses, I think, on like teams, right? I mean, you form a team and then you raise, funds, or you get sponsors for the team. How does it work? How do people get involved?
If I can, I'll just give you the website, which is makingstrideswalk.org, and it's /Pinellas for the Pinellas Walk, or /Hillsborough, Florida for the Hillsborough Walk, or /Pasco. But at makingstrideswalk.org would be the website, and then they could actually put in their zip code and find a walk. We've got 26 walks in the state of Florida, 300 nationwide. People do travel. I know people that come to our walks here locally to spend time with their family and friends. And they could call us locally. They could actually call 1-800-227-2345 to find their local contact. But we're recruiting teams. We want more people to come down. We average about 5,000 people. We want to grow this event. We want to share how we help patients and their families. So we want to make sure that people are aware. And sometimes people are not aware until they're touched. And it's like, oh, we didn't know you guys did that. So we do have a lot to offer, and we want to make sure that we're doing our job of helping patients and their families. So have them call the 800 number, go to the website. There's no sign-up fees. We don't have registration fees. We want people to come out and walk. A team can be 2 to 20 people. We've got so many different levels of teams as far as corporate teams, family teams. So it could be any amount of people to come out to support one another and to support.
How many people roughly participated last year? Do you know? And
we
how
had
many?
Close to 5,000 people.
5,000 people participated.
Yes.
And do you remember? Do you know the amount of funds that were raised last year?
Last year we raised over $206,000.
Wow, incredible!
Yeah.
What's the goal for this year?
This year is 225.
225,000.
Yes.
So help them get to the goal again. That website was
makingstrideswalk.org. /Pinellas.
All right.
Yeah, it's up on the stream, so if you guys catch the recap on YouTube, you can see it.
There we go. Okay. Let me take a break here in studio with Jen Howe and Cindy Chrissy of the American Cancer Society, talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the walks that are going on throughout the month of October. So we'll have a little bit more with them when we come back from the break on this Working Woman Wednesdays edition of That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal, and most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
Who doesn't have a smartphone these days? And of course, there's an app for everything. Well, almost everything. That's why the folks at Popcorn Apps started developing mobile applications. They saw people like you with genius ideas, unable to make those thoughts a reality. They develop applications for tens of thousands of dollars less than you'll find anywhere else, and will turn your idea into a reality in a matter of just a few months. Think you're not ready? Think again. They are your one-stop shop for mobile application development. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
At Vein 911, we will help you feel great again. Do you have restless legs, night leg cramps, or ankle swelling? Restless legs, cramping, swelling, and tired heavy legs are often symptoms of hidden vein disease. You do not have to have visible bulging veins to have the symptoms of vein disease. The vein care specialists at Vein 911 are uniquely qualified to evaluate and treat your veins. Are you unhappy with your previous vein treatment? Vein 911 succeeds where others fail. Call Vein 911 today at 855-VEIN-911. That's 855-834-6911 to book your free consultation. Vein 911. We will help you feel great again.
Are you in need of new flooring or ready to tackle that home remodeling project? Then contact Yeager & Company Incorporated, a family-owned, state-certified general contracting business with over 70 years of experience and the recipient of the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 8 years in multiple categories. Yeager & Company comes to you with their shop-at-home flooring sales service, and their hardwood flooring refinishing is the very best in the Bay. Kitchen and bath design featuring American-made, well-born cabinets, and all work is done by employees, not subcontractors. Learn more at YeagerFlooring.com.
If you've been following That Business Show on Facebook and Twitter, you may have noticed the quality of some of our images. That's because one of our sponsors is pro photographer Rick Taseda, a member of the Professional Photographers of America. You can view his extensive work by going to his website at ricktaseda.com or call him for an appointment to chat about your photography needs at 813-641-4757. That's 813-641-4757. Rick Taseda Visuals. Call him for your next event or project. In an age when the good and the better vie for attention, it is the best that stands out. The best of Tampa Bay from Proudly Florida is the love story for the city of Tampa, celebrating success, sharing achievements, a tribute to enterprise and community spirit. Let Proudly Florida showcase your business to your city, your nation, and the world. For more information, email info@proudlyflorida.com and be sure to visit proudlyflorida.com.
From the Bright House Networks Traffic Center.
Heavy traffic on eastbound Hillsborough Avenue approaching the Veterans Expressway. Crash near George Road. Also slow traffic in the southbound direction of the Veterans Expressway between Hillsborough Avenue and 275. Crash on northbound I-75 near the Selman Expressway. Overturned vehicle off to the right-hand side on the entrance ramps to the Selman. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson Udrich. Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
While many rose up with violence, he sat down for peace. Mahatma Gandhi reached out with the strength he cultivated within his soul. So, pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Today, partly sunny with a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 88. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 75. Tomorrow, a 40% rain chance, high 87.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
And welcome back to the Working Woman Wednesdays edition of That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business. Talking with Cindy Chrissy and Jen Howe about the American Cancer Society and the Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the walks that are going on throughout October. Cindy, how can men get involved in this? You have a program for us men?
We sure do. We have a new campaign this year. Actually, it's been piloted in the other parts of the country, and we brought it to Florida this year. It's called Real Men Wear Pink. And we've had so many gentlemen who have told us that they wanted to get involved more. They wanted to be able to support their loved ones. And also, we know that men do get breast cancer as well. So we have the new campaign, Real Men Wear Pink, and we are asking gentlemen in our community to come out and be a part of making strides, be a part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, to wear pink through the month of October. and also to raise $2,500, which is our pace setter status with Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. So we actually had a reveal at our kickoffs that we had in August. And we've got so many wonderful gentlemen right now here in the Pinellas County area that are part of this campaign, and we are welcoming more to join us. We currently...
nudge, nudge, Josh.
Josh, we definitely would love to have you involved. Yeah. You said earlier that you wanted to participate in an event, and your very first event could be Making Strides Against Breast Cancer on October 15th.
Yeah, well, I get my daughter every other weekend, so I'm going to bring her with me.
Perfect.
It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Do I get to wear the pink bandana that Sharon Feckety made me wear?
You can wear a pink tutu. We'd love to.
I will, because Toxic Avenger, he wore a pink tutu, so it's actually an honorable thing. Not to mention, you guys promised me thunder sticks, right?
I have thunder sticks.
I need memorabilia for my rock and roll wall.
We'll have plenty of that
for
you.
What's the thunder sticks? What's that thing?
They're like these inflatable balloons almost, but they're made out of like a tough plastic. You ever been to a hockey game?
Yeah.
All right. You know when the crowd's like banging those two sticks together?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Thunder sticks.
Gotcha. Okay, I see there. So, but yeah, it's not a common known fact that men do get breast cancer. Not highly prevalent, at least not to my knowledge, right? I mean, I don't know what the ratio
it
to
is
men
rare.
versus,
well, between
but it does happen.
Yes, as far as statistics, 1 in 400 men could get breast cancer, 1 in 8 women. However, we do know that they are affected in many other ways, not only by, if they are diagnosed, they are affected in many other ways as well as being touched by their loved ones.
Somewhere Topher Morrison's like, yes.
Now, in 2015 alone, through the American Cancer Society, more than 1 million walkers across the country raised more than $60 million to help save lives from breast cancer, and there are nearly 300 Making Strides events across the United States. And
very exciting.
That's just an incredible, stats right there. And Jen, so you were in charge of communications. Were you personally affected by breast cancer yourself or a loved one? How did you get involved?
A loved one, my grandmother, was a breast cancer survivor. She lived to be 88 years old. So that is very inspiring, I think, for all of us to be able, like Cindy said, to be able to see people who've walked that walk and who are survivors. And it provides a lot of inspiration for all of us. I got into the nonprofit world for the same reason I got into the news broadcasting world years ago, because I really wanted to do something that I felt like would make a difference. I know that's sort of cliched and maybe it's overdone, but it's what I have in my heart. And getting involved with something like Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, you really do feel like you're making a difference, because whether you're talking with somebody who is currently going through cancer treatment, or you get to spend time with somebody like Cindy who's on the other side of it. It's just a wonderful community of people. And it was interesting listening to Jessica talk a few minutes ago about, their conference. It made me think a lot about the walks, because we have this wonderful blend of fun and excitement and energy. We have some tears because we know that not everybody survives, and we do lose loved ones. And that's why we fight the fight and we do what we do.
All right. Good discussion here on the Working Women Wednesdays feature of the program about the upcoming walks for the American Cancer Society Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Cindy, one last time, what's the website where people can go to participate?
MakingStridesWalk.org.
MakingStridesWalk.org. And again, the walk's going on in Pinellas on October 15th at the Vinoy Park starting at 9 a.m. and also in Hillsborough and Pasco counties on October 22nd. And they start at 9 o'clock over in Hillsborough at the Amalie Arena and at 8:30 at the Shops of Wiregrass up in Pasco. So Cindy and Jen, thank you both so much. Good stuff.
Thank you.
All right. Coming back from the break, we'll be talking to Serena Correa. She is one of the award winners at the Working Women Conference for her company, Pixie Dust Paint Company. And so we'll be hearing her story when we come back from the break. You're listening to That Business Show. Jamie Maloney, your business becomes show business.
Hi, I'm Kelly Ham from Billmeyer Ham Consulting. Did you know that one of the biggest challenges that leaders face is getting their employees to be engaged, motivated, and producing amazing business results? At Billmeyer Ham Consulting, we'll help you transform your workforce culture from one that might be underperforming, maybe mediocre, to achieving amazing business results. You see, we realize that your workforce culture is equally as important as your business plan and your business strategy. The two must be aligned in order for you to reach your desired business and financial goals.
Carol,
hey Jim.
I just got this plan that could really help with our process here.
Okay, why don't you just have a seat and let's go over it.
Let us help you transform your workforce culture by leveraging your most important assets, your people. I want to know what's going on in your organization. Let us help you transform your workforce culture. Let's have a conversation.
I feel guilty that I can't always be there when Mom feels stuck at home. She was always there for us. But now she can't get out, and I'm not always available to take her places. Someone else needs to help her get around. Then I learned about Home Instead. Now Mom can do what she enjoys because her personal caregiver is there, and I can just be a daughter again.
Are you struggling to care for your loved one? We can help. Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson Uterick, Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line, 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by the Center for Disease Control. Zika is being spread by mosquitoes. Protect yourself, your community, pregnant women, and our next generation. There are actions you can take. Go to cdc.gov/prevent Zika to learn more. Together we can fight Zika and protect our babies.
1250 winds, Weather Center forecasts. The high today, mid-upper 80s, mix of sun and clouds, 40% chance of scattered storms, and mid-70s for the low. Mid-80s tomorrow as the front moves in. Expect rain. Sunshine Friday, mid-80s. Tonight at 7, Lightning Hockey Night. Tomorrow night we've got Gator Talk. That's an 8 o'clock airtime on Impact Radio. 1250 winds.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
And thanks for staying tuned in to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business. On this Working Woman Wednesdays, a feature of the program. Learn more about their many events across the Tampa Bay region over at WorkingWomenOfTampaBay.com. And you do not need to be a business owner to be involved with the Working Women of Tampa Bay. So be sure to check out the events calendar and find some events so you can help or you can collaborate and meet other professional women in the Tampa Bay region, and some 800 members and a lot of different events that go on throughout the community each and every week. Again, WorkingWomenOfTampaBay.com. Our next guest for the program is Serena Correa, founder of the Pixie Dust Paint Company, and she was also a recipient of some of the seed money at the Working Women State Conference Jessica held this past September and 8th at the Straz Center. So we welcome Serena into the program.
Morning.
Serena, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, you just got to start with, what is this Pixie Dust?
Yeah, Pixie Dust. We actually have right now on the market 4 different products. 2 products are paint additives. One's a powder, one's a liquid. And the other 2 products are along the lines of waxes. They're a hemp based wax, which is a plant-based wax. The purpose of both the powder, the liquid, the wax is for restoring furniture. So right now with the, it's a big trend right now to take what you have already and reuse it, recycle it instead of throwing it away. So our product gives you the ability to be able to restore furniture cost effective, safe, natural, and you have endless amounts of options with it.
Is the hemp products what make the Lost Boys fly? When you say Pixie Dust, I'm totally thinking,
The Pixie Dust came before the hemp oil, but Facebook does. I will say Facebook does not like the name Pixie Dust or hemp oil in their Facebook posts. I do have a little issues with that.
Oh, so they take your posts down?
They do. They will take them down. So it's kind of funny though.
Facebook getting into the regulation business on this. Too bad. Can't promote the business. Now, when I saw this, I immediately was thinking, those paint. Every time I get a new house or whatnot, I like to do the garage floors, that sealer, and you throw those paint chips or something. That's what my mind was thinking of. But it's nothing like that.
No, it's nothing like that at all. Basically, in the paint world, when it comes to redoing furniture, you have really high-end chalk paints. Chalk paint, the finish of chalk gives you the ability to stick to any surface. So furnitures are sticky and shiny and smooth and wood and all kinds of different materials. And so the chalk allows the paint to stick to the piece. Boutique paint brands run about $40 for a quart of paint. They come in, a very select number of colors, for 15 to 20 different colors. With our product, you can actually go to Home Depot, pick any color paint you want, any brand you want, and you add pixie dust to it, the liquid or the powder, and it turns it into a chalk paint. So now you're able to get a quart of paint for about $15 versus $40. And you can pick any color. There's 5,000 colors, you can pick. And so it really opens up anybody who paints furniture, likes to restore items in their house, doesn't want to be confined to 12 different colors. They want to be able to match something in their home and whatnot. So we actually do a lot of custom work locally for people and a lot of classes that teach people how to use it, because that's the biggest thing, is teaching the end user how to use the product.
So is there just one type of pixie dust, or are there different
Pixie Dust
shades
is actually
or
the
color?
paint company.
Okay.
That's actually the name of the company.
All right.
And then the product is a mineral paint additive.
Okay, so is there just one additive? There's not
Correct, and it
different-
comes in a powder or a liquid, depending on how the powder's a little bit, I would say, there's a few more steps to the powder, and not everybody reads directions.
Okay.
And so through trial and error, a year after launching the powder, we decided we had to come up with a liquid to kind of alleviate those who don't want to read.
And what does it do? What type of look? What look does it give then to the furniture?
It gives it a very chalky matte finish. Nobody
That's
likes.
what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very chalky matte finish to furniture, which is really trendy as far as like coastal chic, shabby chic, making an old piece, and as odd as it sounds, look older. Everybody likes that old world kind of look to it, and that's exactly what the product gives you. Is a very old world sort of look.
Yeah, well, I mean, you said that it gives it a chalky look. Like I have a kid, and she writes on things. I mean, is this easy to
that's
clean?
That's where the wax comes in. That's where the hemp oil. So hemp oil, you have to seal the piece. Once you paint it, you have to seal it. And when you seal it, you can use, there's all different kinds of products out there to use it. But my father always used oils to seal his woods up. And so we came up with, in Florida, most waxes are beeswax based. Beeswax doesn't cure well in Florida. It's too hot, it's too humid, it's too sticky. So we developed a plant base. It's made out of a cactus plant, our waxes, with hemp oil. And hemp oil naturally polymerizes furniture. So it creates a hard coating. So after you paint it, you wax it with the hemp paste, and then you have a nice durable finish.
Every time you say hemp
you're
paste,
so excited about that, aren't you?
I don't know why. It's just funny to me. I just think of Peter Pan and flying.
Hemp oil is actually used quite a bit in furniture applications. So tongue oils, hemp oil, seed oils, any of the oils. But we wanted something, number one, that was vegan, tree nut friendly, because a lot of people have tree nut allergies.
Oh, wow.
So you have to keep, when you develop a product, you got to know who your market is.
So you
and
support
who's
the
gonna be
natural
buying
products industry.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you can see on the website pixiedustpaintcompany.com a couple chairs there showing that kind of, I want to say rustic kind of.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, that look.
People love that look.
Yeah, I said that when I saw the website. I was like, geez, that's amazing. It reminds me of the movie Bridges to Terabithia for some reason.
That's what you're saying. Yeah, and then on our Facebook page as well, we have just so many users on there. We have close to 11,000 fans on there. We have a very active following. We have several Facebook groups as well. And so it's nice to be able to see people actually using the product. It's one thing to like have a 3 a.m. vision one night because my mom was spending all my money buying chalk paints, and I'm like, I've got to fix this problem, and I've got to be able to make it. And working closely with friends to figure out how do I make this product. And then my mom, we opened up a store, kind of like the short version. We opened up a store, and my mom is painting furniture for the store. And people are coming in, oh, what paint do you use? What paint? My mom's like, my daughter just makes me some paint, and, well, can I buy it? And that's kind of how the whole thing started. Because in my eyes, I'm like, who would want to buy this?
3 a.m. visions.
Yes,
hemp
I don't
oil.
Jamie,
sleep
does
a lot. This remind you of your college days or what, buddy?
I don't sleep a lot, no. So every day I'm like, hey, I have an idea, and everyone goes running. They just scatter.
That's the problem with creatives. I mean, that they have with themselves.
Now, I heard you mention your father. Was your father a painter, or was he a restorer of furniture?
He was a woodworker.
He was a woodworker, okay.
Yeah, so he made furniture, made cabinets, kitchen cabinets. So he was a woodworker.
So is that where that idea started coming from? You saw your father working with
I started painting when I was 11.
Okay.
So about 30-ish years ago. And he hated me hated the fact that I would paint wood. You never paint wood in my dad's eyes because wood is not meant to be painted.
Okay.
And I would find anything I could to paint. I would redesign my bedroom at like 11 years old, and he would just shake his head. And when he passed away in 2012, and I moved my mom out here to Florida. And paint for me has always been a therapy. So I've always painted since I was 11, probably younger than 11. I've always tried to find something to paint. I'm not an artist. Like, I can't do flowers and beach scenery and all the sunsets. I paint for crafting purposes. It's a passion of mine. So, when I moved my mom out here, I'm like, hey, Mom, she was kind of in that mourning process, and I was building a house at the time, and I'm like, we're going to paint. And I've got all the stuff that needs to be painted. And she finally got back into that again after so many years of taking care of my dad. And then it was her therapy as well. And so we've kind of found, I teach a lot of classes at her shop in Ruskin. And we've just kind of found that the paint helps people, for 2 to 3 hours, you can get your mind off something else. You can just focus on that piece.
So how did you discover the additive or the product itself? Because there's a lot of people today that are like service based, but there's not a lot of people developing actual products. At least not that I come across on this show as much. A lot of service based stuff. So how did you get this formula?
I had to take the paints I was currently using and find what is the common ground. What makes this paint? Why do I like this paint so much? And it was the chalk-like finish. And I'm fortunate enough to have a friend who works in research in Auburndale, and I said, hey, I've got an idea for paint additive, but I don't want to blow up my garage while I make this. So here's what I'm thinking about mixing together. And she goes, oh, well, you can mix that together, and it's edible, and it's pet-friendly, and it's kid-friendly. And so I was able to, my main goal was trying to find products that were all natural. Like, nothing comes out of China. Almost all my product comes out of the Southeast. Out of Georgia and Alabama. All my packaging is 100% natural. It's all recycled materials. So if you're going to have an eco-friendly company, you got to have eco-friendly packaging to go with it, and labeling and all of that. So,
how long before you got the mix or the product itself right? Did you
probably about 4 months.
4 months.
We got to understand that Jamie's basically a scientist, so he's interested in formulas.
It took, about 4 months. My mom, and a lot of words you can't say on air. She'd call me at work and this isn't working, and jars of clumps and lumps, and it took us a while to really get the texture of the paint, because you're using paints from Home Depot and Lowe's, but you're using my additive to make this paint. So we had to try it on all the paint brands, not just like one paint brand. We had to try it on Olympic and Behr and Valspar and make sure that the paint really responds well to the additive.
Does it matter what type of brand of paint?
It doesn't.
Doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't matter at all.
Does it matter the type of finish of paint, whether it's gloss?
We prefer that you use flat paint.
Flat paint, okay.
To start with, or up to like an eggshell or a satin paint. Most sample jars of paint are satin based paints, and you can use it with that as well. When you get up into semi-gloss, there's a lot of additives in the paint to make it shiny. That's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to get rid of the shine.
Great story. Out of some heavy loss, this inspiring story comes out, man. I'm floored. This is awesome.
You've launched the company in 2014, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Talk to me about the growth since then.
Oh, man, the growth. It's been incredible. Like I said, I just started making it for my mom to try to save me some money, because Mom was spending money on chalk paint. So I was like, oh, this is so expensive. To her opening a store, and then people walking into the store going, what do you paint with? Oh, can I buy it? And then we're like, oh, well, we'll package it. Just thinking like we just did these little funky little jar things. And then we launched a Facebook page actually not until January of 2015, and it went completely viral.
Go ahead and give the name of the Facebook page out for over the air for people.
Oh, the Facebook page? Yeah, fb.com/Pixie Dust Paint Company.
Okay, so it's the same as the website there.
Yep,
just put that
exactly
into
the same.
So when you say went viral, did you do any promotions, any marketing?
I did a little bit of promoting. At the time, I was already heavily involved within paint groups, and I grew from, starting up to like a couple hundred fans to suddenly overnight to 5,000 fans.
Without running some
not
expensive
really.
marketing
To get from about 5,000 to 11,000, we run promo ads on the product, like sales I don't do a lot of self-promotion, and that's the key in social media. Don't promote yourself, promote your users. So sharing what my users are doing, sending the product out to influencers, getting them to use it, getting the pictures, getting the feedback from them. And then it became, hey, I want to carry your product to my store. And I'm like, my product? And at the time I only had one product. And so then I started looking, okay, if consumers, store owners want to carry a line in their store, they want more than one product. They want a line of products. And then that's where the wax development came in and the liquid development. And now we have some more developments in the works.
So your product line is how many different products?
Right now it's 4.
4 different products.
Four different products.
You have the additive, you have the wax. What else is there?
Well, the additive comes in a powder and a liquid.
Okay, so that's the
and
two.
We're the only person in the entire world that has a liquid. There's a couple other paint companies with powders. We have the hemp, the wax. We also have a metallic hemp wax as well. And we're developing 6 more hemp wax metallic lines as well right now.
Good story here. Let me take a break here. Currently talking to Serena Correa, founder of the Pixie Dust Paint Company, an additive for paints to give them a rustic kind of a historic older look. And you can see some of the creations over at pixiedustpaintcompany.com and also a Facebook group as well, Pixie Dust Paint Company. You're listening to the Working Woman Wednesdays feature of That Business Show. Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business.
Have you ever tried to buy a home for your family only to find out that you don't qualify for a mortgage loan? You thought that after 20 years as a customer of your bank, they would help you when you needed it the most, right? Unfortunately, the banks of today are not the banks of our parents and grandparents, and our relationships with them just don't matter anymore. My name is Frank Cotto, and I'm the president of the Lincoln Lending Group. We all may need a bank, but we also need a Frank, and that's what I'm here to do for you today. Lincoln Lending Group will waive all of your lending fees, which include your mortgage, application fee, your underwriting fee, processing fees, and any bank points. Just call 813-MORTGAGE. You drop the E, and we'll drop the fee.
Teresa Turner is a certified public accountant and the founder of Tax Happens, a boutique-style CPA firm providing small businesses and individuals with hands-on, personalized tax and accounting services. Although we would love to tell you how happy their clients are, we would like you to see for yourself. Tax Happens has 21 Google reviews and a 4.8-star Google rating, 17 Yelp reviews and a 5-star Yelp rating, 38 Facebook reviews and a 4.9-star Facebook rating. What sets Tax Happens apart is number 1, upfront pricing, 2, clear deadlines, 3, personally available year-round, and number 4, a willingness to empower clients to do as much or as little as they desire. Visit taxhappens.com for more information.
Savvy business owners utilize technology to connect with customers, communicate among teams, and collaborate with partners. Even with advances in technology, you all know it's not infallible. Where do you turn when your technology starts working against you? Who do you depend on to keep your team productive? Don't wait until your technology fails you. Get ahead of the crisis and contact the professionals at Alpha Computing Solutions so they can show you how to keep your technology running smoothly. Visit them online at www.alphacomputing.com.
Did you know the biggest challenge business leaders face today is creating an engaged and productive workforce culture? Bill Meyer Ham Consulting wants to help you solve this challenge. They will help you transform your workforce culture to produce amazing business results. Call Bill Meyer Ham Consulting at 941-201-4650 today or visit BillMeyerHam.com. That's BillMeyerHam.com. Have a conversation. What's up, business rock stars? Are you ready to bring out the CEO in you? Join Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy, every other Friday on That Business Show. She'll be talking with other chief entrepreneurial officers about how they grew their businesses. Remember, you could join the conversation at Focus on You Strategies Focus Fridays Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. That's facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. Be the CEO of you.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal. And most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn Apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
From the RP Funding Traffic Network.
Crash in Largo causing delays on eastbound Almerton approaching 66th Street. A couple lanes blocked here. Slow traffic on southbound McMullen Booth approaching the Bayside Bridge. Also northbound I-75, the entrance ramp to the westbound Selman Expressway, crash off to the right-hand side there. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson, Utica, Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by Troy University. Troy University's new Military and Family Scholarship caps the cost of tuition at $250 per credit hour, saving up to 50% in out-of-pocket tuition costs. For details, visit troy.edu/military spirit. Apply by October 7th to begin classes this term.
Today, partly sunny with a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 88. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 75. Tomorrow, a 40% rain chance, high 87.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
And welcome back to That Business Show. Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business. Talking with Serena Correa, founder of the Pixie Dust Paint Company based down in Ruskin. Learn more about this at pixiedustpaintcompany.com. So, Serena, what's the outlook for this? Obviously, this is something maybe a paint company would be interested in. You think you'll sell this down the line?
On getting what we call stockists, where our product is available in 37 states currently. So we're working on brand building, building up our stockists, our shops basically, where people can teach the product, which helps us build the brand. We're still in product development, so we've got a lot of products that we want to put on the table. We just kind of take it slow and do 1 to 2 a year. Test them out, then move to the next one, and so on. We would, we have our eye on a couple of paint companies that we'd love to partner up with and work. One, Sherwin-Williams. They're a perfect fit for our business because they're standalone stores and people go there to buy paint. They go to Home Depot, they're not necessarily there to buy paint. So, if they came knocking on my door, I would definitely entertain talking to them. But I would hope that at some point a national brand paint would see the value, the benefit of bringing in a product like this.
So who is your market right now? Who is the consumer that best would like this paint? I mean, do you market this to painters? Do you market to woodworkers? I mean, how do you get it out?
Yeah, typically our audience tends to be women. I would say about 80% women base, about the ages of 28 to, and I mean, I have some 80-year-olds that paint down in Apollo Beach area, but that's typically it's a women-based business. They have stuff laying around their house. They're like, oh, I want to paint that. They go and they maybe go to Rooms to Go or another furniture company. They're like, I don't want to pay $800 for something like that. I can just paint this for $20. And so really they're inspired by Home and Garden magazine and HGTV and what the show. There's all kinds of shows on HGTV that redo furniture. And so they're inspired by that. And that's really who my target audience is.
I got a friend of mine, Sonic. He does a lot of restoration on old furniture. I'm gonna swing him down to your place and let him check it out and get some more guys in there.
I love it. I love
I'm just kidding.
You've turned this into a big operation down to Rush. You said you got a warehouse and everything, right?
Yeah, we have it's a small workshop, about 600 square feet. There's 3 of us who I've got myself and my mom, and then I also have my partner in crime, my partner, he does all of my graphics, all of my labeling, videos, all of that stuff, because you can only focus on so much. I try to handle like the website and the sales side, and my mom kind of oversees the production of the product. And so it takes 3 of us to get it going. My nephew's also down here now to help us out with that. Because it's been a crazy summer. So
now you mentioned, I think at the start, it's in some stores for sale, or where can people purchase it?
Correct. They can purchase it online on our website.
Okay.
But really, our focus is to get it. Anytime you need to grow a brand, you need to get it in stores. So we have a lot of, I wouldn't say small boutique stores, but my mom has a 1,500 square foot store in Ruskin, kind of like a shabby chic, coastal chic store, Shell Point Cottage, and that's our ideal person to work with, because as people teach the product, they promote the product, they're very happy to be able to carry it. So we have about 37 states, about 40 shops that carry the product.
I could see this in like Joann's or Michael's. Is that a goal at any point?
Not necessarily. The problem with a lot of the competition is fierce when it comes to the paint. People need to know that they need the product. And so Michael's and Joann's they're great at putting a product on the shelf. They're not very good at teaching people about what the product does. So that's where my job comes in. Maybe 5-6 years down the road, we would entertain the idea of that.
Is the product only for wood? Can you use it on metal surfaces?
Absolutely. Metal, laminate.
So it works
wood,
on all the products?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's not just for wood.
No,
Wow, yeah,
not
I
just
see a
for
lot
wood,
of
any
steampunk
surface.
people and cosplay people getting into this.
It's amazing on kitchen cabinets. So a lot of cabinets are laminate-based cabinets. So people want to take those old Ucky cabinets and make them new again. That is probably 20% of my market is kitchen redos.
What about just on paper, just art or anything like that? Does it have any application?
Not necessarily. No, not really,
Okay.
because you use to mix it with a latex-based paint.
Okay. Yeah.
We are coming out though with the metallic lines of the waxes, which could be used in several different art type applications.
How does it work with the cabinets? I guess it's like a laminate finish.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost peel it off. I mean, does it work well with that stuff?
It does. So you do have to use a primer on those types of cabinets. You just rough them up with sandpaper, put a quick primer on it, like a very thin coat, and you're off and going. It'll be there. And as long as you seal it up, we don't usually recommend using wax on kitchen cabinets. We usually polyacrylic as a water-based product. That we usually recommend using on kitchen cabinets.
I bet you miss puffy paint though, don't you?
Now you just won the some seed money from the Working Women State Conference. You're also a member. Obviously, they've benefited you through the seed money. But what else is your membership in Working Women helped with your business?
I love the networking. I've been participating in events of theirs now for about 3 to 4 years. I love all the after-hour events they have throughout. I'm actually down in the South Shore area, so we have after-hour events now in Brandon and on occasion in Apollo Beach. So it's nice to be able to network with people in our area and meet other entrepreneurs like We Go Kids. I met her at the conference, fantastic lady. And just being able to bounce ideas off other people, especially on the marketing side and business growth side. And it's a fantastic organization.
And a good discussion here this morning with Serena Correa, founder of the Pixie Dust Paint Company. So, Serena, thank you so much for being in studio.
Thank you so much
today.
for having me.
And a good product there if you're looking to get kind of a rustic, historic, older look to some aged furniture. Visit PixieDustPaintCompany.com and also the Facebook group by the same name, Pixie Dust Paint Company. Also, thank you to my guests in the 8 o'clock segment, Jen Howe and Cindy Chrissy with the American Cancer Society, talking about the upcoming breast cancer walks throughout the month of October. You've been listening to the Working Woman Wednesdays feature, That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business.